Pushkarananda for the Sunday service today to say a few words of Swamiji. Swami Pushkarananda is a monk of the Bharat Sevashram Sangha. He joined the Bharat Sevashram Sangha in the year 1975 as a dedicated monk. He was sent for training in different branches of the Bharat Sevashram Sangha: Bankura, Kohikali, Calcutta headquarters, Surat and Ahmedabad. He managed a preaching party while he was in Surat in Gujarat and travelled from village to village in Gujarat to preach the message of Acharya Swami Pushkarananda Maharaj. In the year 1995, he was sent to Canada to continue his missionary work. He is a resident monk of the Canada ashram. He conducts yoga classes and Havan ceremony in the ashram. He is well versed in Bhagavad Gita and he will be speaking to us on Gita Its Relevance in Modern Times.
Om Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Deva Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Gurave Namo Om Parithaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Sayam Vyasena Gratitam Puranamunida Bodhe Maha Bharatam Advaitva-mritavarsinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashaadhyayinim Ombutvam anusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhave Vesinim Namostu Divyasha Vishal Buddhe Pullar Vinda Atpatra Netra Yena Tvaya Bharat Tail Purana Prajwalito Gyanmaya Pradeepa Prapanna Parijataya Tatra Vitrahikapalaye Gyanamudraya Krishnaya Gitamrute Duhe Namaha Sarvapuni Sadgava Dugdha Gopalanandana Parthavatsa Sudhir Bhukta Dugdham Gitam Mritam Maha Vasudeva सुतम देवम कंस जानरमार्दनम देवकी परमानंदम कृष्णं वंदे जगद्गुरुं गीता सुगीता कर्तव्या किमन्यै शास्त्रविस्तरै या स्वयं पद्मनाभस्य मुखपद्मो विनिसृतः. I bow to the lotus feet of Lord Krishna. Also I bow to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Thakur Paramahamsa Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Worldly Mothers Sarada Devi, to Swami Pushkarananda, Jesus and Bhagavan Buddha. My dear mothers, sisters and brothers, today I am very proud that I have a little chance to say something about the Gita. Nowhere else in the holy place the Vedanta Society belongs to Thakur Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. Devotees, so many people in this world, they write about the Gita, but I think that Gita that came out from the mouth of Lord Krishna, who will be the real devotee of Lord Krishna, they will understand the meaning and they can say something about the Gita. I beg pardon all of you who come here to listen to Gita, because it's very difficult. And I myself, I did not teach there that I can see the God or can realize the soul. Who can realize the soul, they will realize the meaning of Gita. But still, today this opportunity, I want few words from the Gita, that what I learned myself, reading so many Gita. Let us see first that Gita, it was in the Kurukshetra, that battlefield, that Gita, if it is in our life or not. Let us see that first. That Dharmokshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsava Mamaka Pandava Seva Kima Kurivada Sanjaya. That Kurukshetra, that battlefield, it is in our body. Kurukshetra, Kshetra means the body, our body, the human life, this body is the Kurukshetra. And first, Lord Krishna says that Dharma Kshetra, this body is for Dharma, to do the religion. This body, for the first word is the Dharma Kshetra. Kshetra means the body. This body is only to follow the Dharma, nothing else. And how lucky we are. In this world, only the human can follow the Dharma, nobody else. Animal, tree, fish, any creature in the world, nobody can follow the Dharma. They don't know. They have not that intellect that who is God, what is heaven, what is hell. Nobody in the creature have that knowledge and intellect. Only we, the human, have that intellect that we can follow the Dharma. But the first word is the Dharma Kshetra. This body is only to do the Dharma, only to follow the religion. For that reason, to teach us that how important is human life. According to our Hindu religion, is telling that 84 million life we passed then we have this human life. It is rare and rare, this human life. But the first is our duty to follow the Dharma. And who will follow the Dharma, what they will get, and who will not follow the Dharma, what they are getting. I am taking one verse, Gita, today. It's only 20-30 minutes, in very short time. But still that time, let us see that what we can find in the verse. In the battlefield, Lord Krishna, he promised that I will not fight. But one time he take his weapons in his hands. Then Arjuna came and telling him that Krishna, he promised that he will not fight. Then he come down again. But he told Arjuna, Tasmat tam uttishya jasalavasho jitya kshatrun bhungsha rajyam samridam mayaivaita niyada purvameva nimittamatram bhavashavasachin. He told Arjuna that, Arjuna, I already killed everybody. Everybody was killed by me. You will be by name or only. I kill who is not following the dharma, who is wicked. My duty, I am Krishna, I come in this world. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bhavata abhuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam sridam. Sometime I am coming in this world to destroy the wicked, to protect the mountains and cities. This is my duty. For today, the battlefield, my duty is to destroy the wicked. And if you fight or not fight, but I will kill everybody. You will be by name, but I did everything. But you arise and fight. If you don't fight, then what will happen? If you fight them, if you die, you will go heaven. And if you win, then you will be the king. And if you don't fight, then all the wicked will come and destroy you from the history of the world. But then wake up and fight. And what is that fight? Devotee, let us see in the practical life. What is that? Then here, Dhritarashtra, first word is Dhritarashtra Vacha. Dhritarashtra, Dhrita means hold, Rashtra means the body. Who holding the body? The Dhritarashtra is Duryodhana father, and he is nobody else. That is, who is holding in our body? Who is controlling the body? That is nobody else, mind. Dhritarashtra is, our mind is Dhritarashtra. And mind, Dhritarashtra, he cannot see what is good and what is bad. Our mind, devotees, living with us, that mind is Dhritarashtra and he is blind. Mind is blind, he can see nothing. His own brother, he is telling that Dharmashetra Kurukshetra Samaveta Yutsalo Mamaka Pandavasaiva Kiva Kurivata Sanjaya. He is telling that my son and my brother's Pandav's son. He is not telling that my brother's son is my son. But because he is blind, he cannot see far. But you know who is helping him? The Sanjay. Sanjay gave the divine sight from the Vyarji. And he can see far what is going on. But who is living, whose mind is like a Dhritarashtra, blind, cannot see. They cannot see the far, what is going. But then here that Sanjay have the divine power who can see the far. Devotees, there are two types of people in this world. Who is living like a Dhritarashtra, blind, they cannot see. And Dhritarashtra, and who can see the Sanjay too far. And here also Krishna can see the far. He knows that, he told the Arjuna that Nimitamatra Bhava Shobhasachin, that you by name, merely by name you will be, but I want to kill everybody. He can see everything in front. Who have divine eyes, they can see everything. Here you can see the Jesus Christ, Bhagavan Buddha, they can see the far. One time, we have everybody know that Bhagavan Buddha is the king's son. He have wife, he have children, he have kingdom. But one day he came out and he saw the old man and somebody died. Looking that he have divine eyes, that what is the last result in our life? One day we will be the old, one will take shelter here in the cremation, our body will be senses, everything will make little ashes. They can see, as soon as they saw, because they have the divine eyes, they can see the far. But we, the people who cannot see the far, they are living like a Dhritarashtra. He is blind, cannot see. Then here, let us see the Thakur Ramakrishna Dev is telling that if you don't know to read the Gita, but 10 times you see, you say the Gita, Gita, that means renounce. Tyagi means the renounce, give off everything. Then let us see that what we have to give up. Really what Ramakrishna Thakur or Gita is telling what we have to give up. That we have to know that what we have to give up. Devotees, according to the Gita, the 3rd chapter, 42 verses is telling, Indriyani parannahur, indriyepya paramana, manusastu parabuddhir, yobuddhi paratastu so. There are 5 things we have. We have the body, we have senses, we have mind, we have intellect, and we have soul. And the soul we are, first you have to know that what we have to give up. Then first you have to know that who I am. If you don't know who I am, then what you will give up. First is important that now we have to know that who I am and what I have to give up. The first things you have to know that who I am. According to this verse is telling that we have body, senses, mind, intellect and soul. And we are the soul. And that soul is Atma, part of Paramatma. That soul is part of God. But then we are soul. That soul covered by the 4 things. The body, senses, mind and intellect. These 4 things cover the soul. They cover the soul and they are controlling everything. Devotees, if they control our soul, then what they can do? So then he is telling that Sarva Dharman Parijajya Mamikam Saranam Brajo Aham Tam Sarva Papipyo Mokshayishyami Mashucha. I was looking so many years that what is the real meaning of this word, the verses. The Sarva Dharman means what? I asked so many things, so many monks and the lecturer, so many things, that what is Sarva Dharma means what? But I never get any real answer. But this Gita is telling that Sarvadharman Parijajo, Sarvadharma means we have the 5 things that body, senses, mind and intellect and the soul. And I am the soul and I give up these 4 things. The body, senses, mind and intellect. These 4 things covering you, covering the soul. But these give up. Then Sarvadharman Parijajo Mamikam Saranam Brajo. Aham tam sarva papipya mokshayishyami mashucha. Only we give up all the things, then we will know who I am, that soul. When water is shaking, you cannot see the face. Water calm and quiet, you will see your face on the water. Mirror dirty, you cannot see your face. Clean the mirror, then you will see the face there. Same thing, why you cannot see the soul? Because this wicked mind every moment is controlling us. The Dhritarashtra, the blind, that mind is every moment is controlling us. Devotees, sometimes we live 60, 70, 80, 100 years. And 1 minute we can control our mind. 1 minute. That wicked, the Dhritarashtra, like a wicked mind is controlling our whole life. 1 minute we cannot control the mind. And he's telling that then we are living 100 years, 80, 90 years, 60, 70 years. 1 minute we cannot control the mind. Everybody here you come by car. Particularly your car, you control it every moment. If 1 minute car control you, not 1 minute, 1 second, 2 second car control you, then what will happen? Say it will kill you, mind. That is because my car, every moment I am controlling my car. Same thing you have to know that my mind, who is controlling me whole life, then I have to control my mind. And who can control the mind? They never can see that soul inside. God is not far. God, our soul, that is part of God, and who will know the soul, they will know the God. Then Thakur is telling that they give up these things. don't go behind the body. Today or tomorrow when we die, the body, senses, the mind, everything will go cremation, make a little ashes. Then, ultimately one day we have to give up. But he's telling that they are the wise men, they are the real monks and sages who can give up from beginning time. Beginning time, who give up from here, their soul will be free and they will go towards the heaven. According to our Hindu religion, there are two places, the heaven and hell. We are in the middle. From here we can go to heaven and we can go to hell. And who will know the soul, they will go towards the heaven. And who don't know the soul realization, who are not that, will go behind the body, senses, mind, they will take our soul, the hell. According to our Hindu religion, hell is nothing. Tanaham dishata puriram samsarishu naradhamam kibami ajasra basuvan asuri veshujanishu. 16th chapter, 19 verses, God is telling that the human who is living like a demonic quality, I will send them in the animal life. The animal, according to our Gita, according to our Hindu religion, animal life is hell. Why animal is hell? Animal, they cannot talk. We have still 2 hands. And when God will send us in the animal life, no hands, 4 legs, we have to walk. You have to eat with your mouth. You cannot talk. What is the animal life? We can see in our eyes that animal. That is hell, nothing else. According to our Hindu religion. Some, they are telling that, oh, God made the animal to cut and eat for us to become strong. That is not. Hanuman take the whole mountain in his hands. Krishna take whole mountain with his one finger. What is the power if we don't know? Eating meat and everything will be powerful. According to our religious not. The yogi, they can do anything. Yogi, Hanuman, yogi can cross the ocean, can take the whole mountain in his hands. But the devotees who will know the soul, they have all power. Sun is so far, but little power coming in the world. With the soul inside, that soul has so much power. Who will realize the soul? They can do anything in this world. If anybody die, they can make life. Like when you know how to drive the car, you can take car anywhere. And if you don't know to drive the car will be there. You cannot move that car. According to our Hindu religion, who will know the soul, they can do anything. If anybody dies, they can make life. In Ramayana, you can see the Tulsidas. Somebody died, he made the life. Our Guru Maharaj, the founder of Bharat Seva Samsung, many times, 2-3 times, he make somebody die and he make them life. Because he know to soul put again in the body. Because they have the soul knowledge. They can do anything. They are here. You can see that Krishna, when Draupadi asked him for help for Krishna, Krishna is 1,000 miles far. How he came within a second? Because they know they have the soul power. When you have soul power, you can go anywhere. Narad, taking the God name, he can go to world, anywhere. That is the God power, devotees. That God power who have, they can do anything. Then, devotees, these 4 things we have to give up. The body, senses, mind and intellect. And there are 5 types of happiness we have. Body happiness, senses happiness, mind happiness, intellect happiness and soul happiness. The 5 types of happiness in this world. But if we don't know that, then the real happiness where we will never find out. According to the Bhagavad is telling, I am giving you to understand that the body happiness is 5%. Senses is greater than body, but the senses happiness is 10%. And mind is greater than the senses. The mind happiness is 20%. And God give us, mind is like a blind, like the Dhritarashtra. Mind will do sometimes good, sometimes bad. He has no control, he don't know what is good or bad. For the reason God give us the intellect, that use your intellect. But when we have the intellect, we can control the mind. And with the intellect, if we control the mind, then we will get the 20% happiness. And who will know that soul, they will get the 100% happiness in their life. Body happiness and senses happiness, animal they have. They eating, sleeping, they have children, everything. This body and senses happiness, animal they have. And who can control the mind, they are men. And just now I told that you live 60, 70, 80, 100 years, and 1 minute you we cannot control our mind, then only the human body, but not live like a man 1 minute in this world. This is all the Sadguru, they are telling that puja two types, one outside and inside. This is the inside puja. And who will not do the inside puja? All the monks and sisters, they did the inside puja. This all inside puja. And God help them, who help themselves. But I have to control my mind. That mind is controlling me whole life. Not 1 minute he is giving me the rest. That mind who? Somebody will come and control my mind, my senses. I have to do. But then everybody, some monks and sisters, Guru can show you the path. But you have to do. But it is telling that God help them who help themselves. Everything you. Gurdharidat manat manam nat manam avashadayat. Atmaibo hi atmanabandhu atmaibo hi atmanam. Let a man lead himself by himself. Not let him degrade himself. You are your own friend and you are your own enemy. But then devotees, friends and foe, enemy is not outside, it is with us. If my eyes want to see any wrong thing, then my eyes is enemy to me. If my tongue want to eat something wrong, talking lies and everything, then same tongue is enemy to me. And if they do good for me, then they will take my soul towards the heaven. Just now, devotees, all we know that one plane is hijacked. Some wicked came in the plane. They control the pilot and they hijack and they drop the plane in the ocean. Same wicked we have inside us. The plane is our body. All the senses and mind that are that wicked. And they come and inside and they control the pilot, means the soul. They controlling everything. And they hijack plane and put in the ocean. That means if that mind and senses is strong and they control our soul, they will hijack our soul and will put in the animal life. That is the ocean. That is the animal life. Animal body. When our soul is going to animal body, we sink. We lost everything. Animal, they have not intellect. Devotees, still we have intellect. If we don't use our intellect, God will not give this intellect and will send you the animal life. But the devotees, use your intellect. Try your best. Nobody will help you. You have to help yourself. Sadguru, they are only showing you the path. But if you step one step towards the Sadguru, Sadguru will come 10 steps towards you. That is, we need the Sadguru in our life. But God is telling that Mama Maya Dulabhaya Mamido Je Prabodhamte Maya Mithamantavantite. My Maya illusion nobody can cross. Only who will surrender to me, they will cross. By my grace. But then yes, we are telling that Sarvadharman Paridajo Mamakam Saranam Prajo. Sarvadharma means nothing else. Realize that who you are the soul, you are not body, senses, mind, what is controlling you. If anybody can realize that, you will see that slowly if you think that I am the soul, nothing else. All the body senses, last moment with the Hindu born the body, will give you little ashes in your hands. But that soul will go to God. Then God will ask the soul that what you did so many years I sent you in the world. So will tell that this man never come behind me. He went to behind the body and senses and mind and everything. Look what's happened for them. But the devotees, don't let hijack your soul by the wicked. And that wicked is nobody else. My own mind, my own senses, and my own everything. But the devotees, that very difficult here. Arjuna asking Krishna, Chanchalam Nimana Krishna, Pramati Valvabdilam, Tasyam Vigram Amne Bairu Shudishkram. When God in front of Krishna, Arjuna, and he is telling my mind is unsteady, I cannot control my mind. How I can control my mind? And we cannot see God in front of us, then how our mind? You see for meditation, you will see that 1 minute you can control it. Here Swami Pushkarananda, I am looking, everybody know, when Swamiji sit in the meditation, so many mosquitoes, 1,000 mosquitoes on his body, From far you can see that somebody take one blanket like so much mosquito biting, but his mind is the meditation, control everything. And 1 minute we can control. When God in front of origin can control the mind, then how hard it is for us to control the mind. And everybody can see that 1 minute we can control mind. But Krishna did not put his hand on Arjuna. From today you will control your mind. No. What he told? Practice. Do practice, Arjuna. From today you practice. One day it will come controlled by you. Abhyasana tu kauntyo vairag. Vairag means renounce, use your intellect and knowledge, everything, and practice every day. Practice makes a man perfect. High thinking makes a man perfect. If I don't think high, then all my wicked will come and take my soul in the animal body. But then I have to control my mind, my senses, everything, and I have to know that I am nobody else. I am the soul. That soul came from the God, part of God, and that soul will go return. My body senses will go to the cremation, will make little ashes. What you are doing for that, it is a result will come ashes. Devotees. I can take 5 minutes? Yeah. Then, same mind, last 18th chapter of Lord Krishna is telling Arjuna, 58 verses is telling, Mat chitta sarvadirgana, mat prasada tarishashi, ato chitta mamkara nasrasashi, vinamsashi. If you don't give your mind to me, then here you can see that God asking what? God asking money, or any fruits, or any food, anything. God created the whole world, universe. He is hunger for anything. But he is hunger that 1 minute we cannot control the mind. He wants to help us. But then he is telling that, Machitta sarvadirgani, give your mind to me. Sarvadirgani, I will take out all sin from your life. Mad prasada tarishashi, by my grace you will cross that Bhavasagar. Only by my grace. If you give your mind to me, God knows that how hard to control the mind. But he is telling, I ask nothing to you, but I want to give your crazy mind that what you can control. By my grace you will control. But he is telling that, Athochitta mahangara. But if you don't give your mind, if you have ego with you, no solution. For your ego, if you don't listen to me, vinamsashi, you will destroy yourself. That means your soul will go to the animal life, that hair. But then if we don't listen to God, if we don't control our mind, what will happen? We will lodge that human life, will go to the animal life. That is nothing else, that is hell. The devotees, every moment God gives that knowledge. I told you that any TV you put on, switch on only, and you can see that what is going on worldwide. But if I tell you that invent on TV and see, anybody have that knowledge that we can make a TV and we can see everything? How it is impossible. But the Gita knowledge, life after life, it can come in a person. Life after life. But how fortunate we are that Gita, that through the origin, Lord Krishna is giving the knowledge to us. Read and learn, like only you put the switch on and you can see the whole world, what is going. Read the Gita a little bit, practice yourself. This knowledge, life after life, will not come to you. But only through the origin that God gave us this knowledge to us from the Vedanta, Upanishad, all the things. But sometimes we are confused. But then you have to go to your Guru. Guru knows everything and he will give you the cream. You have got to read so many books and confusion many times. But if you learn from your Guru, then Guru will take the cream and will give you what you need 100 years. Within 2 minutes, Guru will give you that knowledge to you. But you need a Guru. And then, but Krishna, one day Jagat Guru, Krishna the Jagat Guru, surrender to him. And who are that? Ram and Krishna. How lucky you are who takes shelter to Ram Krishna. He is Ram and Krishna both. Ram. Then you are getting the both Ram and Krishna. Take shelter to him. 3 things is there. Human life, Second, the Sadguru. Third, to see the God. Without Guru, nobody can see the God. We have that first, that we are human. Second, that Sadguru, who have the Sadguru. Third, only to see the God. By the grace of Guru. Sadguru not on life. Sadguru, life after life is helping you. We are telling Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Mahisha. Guru Brahma means what Brahma did? Brahma create. Vishnu sustain. And Guru Deva Mahisha destroy. But what is the meaning, real meaning? Guru Brahma means create means when you take shelter Guru, then he will create something in your life. So create. And sustain means Guru is look after him. Guru every moment Sadguru can will look after him. When some Swamiji, one Swamiji was thinking something wrong somewhere. And when came to Guru Maharaj, hey, why you are thinking like that way? That means he can read your mind also, Sadguru. We cannot hide anything. But Guru, Sadguru looking everything every moment. And Guru Brahma, Guru destroy. What will destroy? Lord Shiva will destroy us? No. Destroy all the wickedness we have inside, all the anger, jealousy, anything that bothering us, that Lord Guru is taking all the things. That is when he is working like a sheep, destroyer. He will destroy all the anger, jealousy, envy, what the negative things, demonic quality we have. Guru will take out everything. But the Sadguru is going to life after life will be behind you. Until we will not reach to God, Sadguru will be behind us. If not Sadguru, ordinary people become Guru, then he don't know where he is going. How he will protect you. Who cannot protect himself, how he will protect you. But Sadguru never died. Krishna won the Jagat Guru. Krishna 5,000 years before, 400 years before the Mira. Only 400 before Mira, Tukaram, Lord Krishna every moment behind them. But the Sadguru never died. They only changed their physical body, but their power all came every moment behind us. I pray to Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Saradama that we are ignorant, who take shelter to you. Help us to cross the Bhavasagar. From here we can go towards the heaven, not to hell.